I never really thought about it. I never asked. I know the Jedi were wiped out. The clones were decommissioned, and the droid army was just shut down. The Clone War ended, but why? If none of you won, who did? Clones? Battle droids? You destroyed each other, and when you were both weak enough, the Empire took over.
Energy constantly flows through the crystal. You're not fighting with a simple blade as much as you are directing a current of power. Your thoughts, your actions, they become energy. They flow through the crystal as well and become a part of the blade. The Empire rules with fear, and not everyone can be as strong as you've been. Your family is in a prison, one of their own making. It's up to you to help them out of it.
Alt, I need your clearance code. Code checks out. Proceed. Clearance code.
The mission is yours, Sabine. We've arranged to insert you into a squad of new cadets headed for Skystrike. AP5 will prepare fake credentials. The Empire knows you too well, Ezra. You'll be identified. Sabine is the least recognizable of all of us. I need you and Kanan to shadow her. You'll stay in communication while she's inside and be ready to help her escape. Zeb and I have to supervise the escort for the new relief mission to Terralov.
Halt! What are you doing here? I am PC-7. I was not aware 2 inventory units were assigned to this level.
Controller, I verified it. That inventory droid has accessed Lothal orbital clearance codes from the main computer. There is a danger.
I am not your enemy, Rao. None of this makes any sense. Which of the clans has the power to do this? Who would want to?
Okay, 1, he's not a pawn. 2, Ezra can take care of himself. But the Phantom has our base coordinates on board. We cannot let the Empire get their hands on that. Okay, look. You may not like it, but right now we need each other. Help me get my ship, get Ezra, and then we'll all get out of here together. Deal?
That thing's repairing itself. Trail ends here, where it patched itself up. Chopper, think you can track it? What if we send it back to the Empire, still ticking? Can you make an adjustment to the warhead? Set it to restart the countdown when the droid reconnects to the Imperial network. We let it go back to its base, but it blows before it can upload its data. Maybe even take some more of these droids with it. The Empire will never know which one it was.
Is that what I think it is? I don't see many of these anymore. Commander Titus, we have a perimeter breach. Dismantler droids have been activated. Rebel ship has suffered considerable damage. They've lost power. Sir, the Rebel ship is not registering on our scanners. It may have crashed onto the surface. Commander Sato, we have Imperial Star Destroyers incoming. We're staying, Commander. They brought fighters. Green 3, Green 4, stay with the transport. All others follow me. Headed for the transport!
There was a battle here during the Clone War. This old transport's the perfect place to find weapons, ammo, maybe even some proton bombs.
Hey, was this a separatist battle droid?
Oh yeah, a piece of one anyway. This place used to be crawling with them. We called them clankers.
How many of these things do you think you blasted?
I don't know, thousands. Probably tens of thousands. Never kept count like some of the boys.
Excuse me, Governor. We've intercepted a rebel transmission from the Agamar system before it was received by the rebel ship. The message is encrypted, but it repeats, like a distress signal. Thrawn overestimated these rebels. Excellent. Monitor it. If the rebels are as predictable as I believe, they will not ignore a distress call.
Yeah, Clone Wars battle droid. Surprised its battery hasn't run out. Oh no. And when you do, there's usually a bunch of them. Alright, you know the drill.
Don't shoot!
Give me a good reason not to.
Avoid levels 3 through 5. Hangar 24 is your best possibility. Tell Garazeb Aurelius we're even. Listen to me. I am Fulcrum.
Yeah, right. You want us to believe that?
By the light of Lothal's moons. Your friend Zeb trusted me on the Ice Moon. I saved Sabine Wren at the Fighter Academy, and now I'm trying to save you. But you have to trust me.
I have so many questions. But first, I would like to know which of you is the rebel agent. Do you know what this is? It's most effective at extracting information from the non-compliant. Sabine Wren, is it? You are far too versed in Imperial protocol not to have been a cadet. And now you've come home, little Mandalorian. So proud and tough, I think. We shall see. We've heard a lot about you, Phoenix Squadron.
You have?
Yeah. You blew up the comm tower on Lothal and Tarkin's Star Destroyer. You might think twice before you pull another stunt like that. The Imperials have tightened security throughout the entire Outer Rim as a result. You're making things harder for all of us. Did your droid just insult us?
War. It's all you ever known, isn't it? You were so young when you survived the Clone War. No wonder you're as equipped in spirit to fight as well as you do. War is in your blood. I study the art of war, work to perfect it. But you were forged by it. May I introduce Hera Syndulla, rebel pilot, freedom fighter, and military leader, daughter of your nemesis, Cham Syndulla.
If your information is as good as you claim, then we have a deal. Ezra Bridger, I trusted you with the last mission, and your success has not gone unnoticed. You will lead this mission as Lieutenant Commander.
Look what has become of you. A rat in the desert. I have come to kill you, but perhaps it's worse to leave you here, festering in your squalor. Why come to this place? Not simply to hide. Oh, you have a purpose here. Perhaps you are protecting something? No. Protecting someone.
I give to you the planet Yarma, and hidden in its cloudy heavens, Reclam Station, a secret Imperial salvage yard where thousands of Republic starfighters are being dismantled for scrap. My former friend Turbo worked on the line there before he was arrested for trying to escape. You still do not trust Hondo, given our history together? You want me to the quick, madam?
Actually, I've been thinking about what you said in the simulator today, about how this wasn't what you signed up for. I was flying cargo ships when the Empire recruited me. At the time, I figured, why not? Seemed a whole lot more exciting than hauling spare parts around the galaxy. But if this is what the Empire's becoming, I don't know. Commander, we heard you're looking for some good pilots.
We've made our choice. These rebels you say are waiting for us. You trust them?
Ah, but you are wrong, Cadet. It was a transport called the Ghost, which has been modified for combat. The rebels are a desperate group of extremists. They'll fight with any ship using any means necessary to undermine our authority. That is why orders must be followed without question. Insubordination like yours will get you and your wingman killed. Understood?
Cham Syndulla, I would have a word with you. It concerns your daughter.
Where is she?
I have your precious Hera, and the boy, Ezra Bridger.
They'll face my blaster squad unless you surrender to me. Only that if you do not arrive for the exchange by sundown, they will both be terminated.
Syndulla, at last we meet face to face. Step forward, alone, and turn yourself over as promised.
You arrived just in time. Thank you for making this supply run.
It wasn't easy getting past that Imperial blockade.
Then I wish I had better news. The Imperials now occupy the entire Tan province. I underestimated the commander, Captain Slavin. His previous attacks were clumsy, but this one was swift, precise, unlike him. He's made our home his headquarters. I'm afraid I couldn't save anything when I escaped.
How did they find us?
The Empire is getting better at anticipating our moves.
This will slow them down. We are not far from the Tulare Ravine. We can lose them in the maze. Is she serious?
My daughter is always serious.
Runs in the family.
What's a Kalikori?
A totem passed down the line of a Twi'lek family. It honors all who have come before.
Each parent adds to the artwork to include themselves in the legacy. You can't! You're too important!
There's no turning back now. Yeah, and all of ours.
Listen carefully, cadets. You are here because the Empire sees the potential in you to join the ranks of its most elite pilots. Most of you will fail. Whatever you have achieved before means nothing. Here, only the best survive. Prepare yourselves. Your first combat training will begin at 0600. Squadron dismissed.
You have been captured by the Separatist Alliance. Prepare to blast the Republic invaders.
Republic invaders?
Delay that order. Roger, Roger.
Wait, who's Roger?
We have new orders. Incapacitate and capture. Activating stunner.
Near the end of the war, Separatist droids significantly outnumbered Republic units. By my calculations, our probability of being defeated was only 23.6%. The Jedi betrayal ended the war for most of the galaxy, but here on Agamar, I assumed it was a Republic trick and prevented the shut-down command. I calculate that this will be my only opportunity to end the Clone Wars as I planned, with a victory for the Separatist Alliance.
This was one of a kind. Legend tells that it was created over 1,000 years ago by Tar Vizsla, the first Mandalorian ever inducted into the Jedi Order. After his passing, the Jedi kept the saber in their temple. That was until members of House Vizsla snuck in and liberated it. They used the saber to unify the people and strike down those who would oppose them. At one time, they ruled all of Mandalore wielding this blade. This saber is an important symbol to that house and respected by the other clans. I imagine Sabine was excited to recover it.
You know, I planned to strike this base and destroy these defiant protectors for some time. Missing Fen Rao was disappointing. But his absence did make the destruction of his men easier. I have been waiting for Rao to return. I only allowed rebel ships to move through Concord Dawn to lure him back, but now I have you. And I think you know exactly where Rao is. And you will take me to him.
So, you know Commander Sato. He ordered you to come get me? Look, it doesn't matter. We are not going anywhere.
You can't stay here and fight the Empire alone.
What do you think we've been doing?
If we hadn't jumped in and helped you back there...
Helped us? We had everything under control. Didn't you see how we chased off that Star Destroyer? This is our world, and we aren't just gonna leave so some Imperial goons can take it.
Try not to touch anything. It's organized the way we like it. I'm Guti. Johnner, R3, and that's Mart. This might be just a planet to you, but it's our home. Wait, you're really going back? We are all for helping Mart, but it's obviously a trap.
Welcome aboard. We'll take you to our captain. We don't need a fancy hyperdrive. Mart's the best pilot in the galaxy. Hey, Captain. Company's here. That's a lot of Imperial ships, and they say there are even more on the way.
Rebel transport incoming! Shoot it down!
You didn't think that through, did you?
Looks like it's malfunctioning.
Protect that freighter.
Copy that, Phoenix Leader.
Is that Ezra Bridger? I hardly recognize you. You're so tall. Oh, and you cut your hair.
It's good to see you too.
You know, it's thanks to you I got a chance to make a difference against the Empire. Your parents would be so proud to see you now. Well, they did just tighten security around Section 8 too. Transferred their best workers over there. That must be why they had to recruit us to their labor force. Hold them here. The factory is on full lockdown. Workers, form 2 lines. Prepare for verification and questioning. Grand Admiral, there is a small band of rebels attacking the East Gate. I've deployed 2 AT-ATs. Should I send backup?
The factory's on full lockdown. Communication is jammed. I can't reach Ezra and Kanan. The new Imperial in charge is pretty thorough. Didn't catch his name, but I hear he has red eyes.
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
My team will attack the Imperial compound's East Gate. It's the weakest point, so this Thrawn might expect it, but at least it'll keep his eyes off the factory for a bit.
What are you doing here?
We're on guard duty, sir.
And what exactly are you guarding? This is highly irregular. What's your operating number?
Have you recruited these 2-bit smugglers yet? We need to get moving! Oh, I remember now. The feisty one. She hit me with a tray. I paid a fair price. Technically, I still own you. And its cargo will soon be lost. I have the manifest right here. Its hold is loaded with a large supply of proton bombs.
It could be the rebels Governor Price warned us about. Alert the Imperial Sector Fleet. Governor Price will want to know of this. Sorry, but I've sabotaged the control unit. The only way to unlock the bombers is to cut power to the entire station.
Okay.
Wait! If you disable the power, this station will drop to a fiery destruction. You would doom us and your friends for a few old ships?
I'm sure the proximity sensor was triggered by a meteor again. Scan the quarantine zone for intruders and let's be on our way. I don't want to waste any more time on this desolate rock than I have to. Most likely scavengers. Deploy recon patrol. The Ghost! If we destroy that ship, it would mean a promotion for all of us. Pinpoint their last known position and take us down.
Down, Captain?
They've gone underground, and we're going to follow.
You're unwise to re-enter our sanctum.
That doesn't belong to you.
Then take it from me, Jedi. You cannot destroy us. You'll never save your friends. Maul promised us flesh and blood. With it we can begin again and rebuild the great clan of the Night Sisters. Perhaps, if you prove to be stronger, our doom must be paid.
Species, Glassat. Designation, military. Rank, unknown. Astromech C1 series. Obsolete mechanism, no longer in production. Rebel base. Identified. Designation, Imperial. Infiltrator. Droid. EXD-9. Assignment, Aetalon. Target, Rebels.
You changed your hair again.
You know me.
Do I? Who are the Jedi? I'll take you to the Stronghold, but I can't vouch for how you'll be greeted. How's it going?
You know Mom, she hasn't changed.
No, but it's nothing a little sparring practice won't work out. You game?
What did you expect would happen here, Sabine? That you'd be welcomed with open arms? You're wanted by the Empire. I will tolerate the Jedi presence in our ancestral home, if they surrender their weapons. Your rebel friends are going to bring the Empire down on all of us. You believe the dark saber will protect you? It won't. It's only a symbol.
I wanted to explain the mission personally, Captain Syndulla. There is much at stake.
How can we help?
Rebel Command received your report on the apparent disappearance of the Geonosian people. After some debate, we decided to take a risk and investigate.
So, we're looking for Geonosians?
No.
You were looking for the team we already sent. We lost contact with them 2 cycles ago. Your primary mission is to recover our people, and any intel they gather.
Agent Callus, you've had multiple encounters with the rebels in this sector. Any thoughts on our traitor?
A high-level intelligence leak suggests an officer.
True, but in our technological system, accessing information tends to be easier than having the means to transmit it without the Empire's knowledge.
Perhaps the communication division?
Too obvious. Whoever this spy is, they have a method of transmitting that we are, as yet, unaware of.
It was a bug. Had to be. He got my unit using the same tactics. I was the only survivor. Back! No, wait! You can't. That bug is the key to finding out what's going on here. Don't you understand what's at stake? We know the Empire wiped out the entire population of this planet. We need to find out why. The Empire is hiding something important, and that bug knows what it is.
Sometimes I envy pilots like you, traveling through the stars. You can always leave your problems far behind you. I've spent my life in the Senate, trying to do good, to preserve the rights of the people. A little good it's done. The Emperor has crushed freedom over the years, bit by bit. I've opposed him where I could, but I've begun to see that the fight cannot be won in the Senate. Life or death, it's a new experience, being on the run. But if that's what it takes...
We catch you at a bad time?
Begin fueling immediately. We need to get out of here before the Empire arrives.
Let's have this argument another time. Your little encounter may have jeopardized this mission.
Oh, you mean the probe? What did you expect us to do?
It would have been prudent to avoid detection, as ordered. This assignment is extremely sensitive.
Captain Syndulla, I presume. I'm Erskine Semaj, Senatorial Attaché, and this is Captain Vander. He leads Gold Squadron. Please understand, due to security concerns, your crew will not be allowed to board our vessel. Look, that probe, it was probably looking for us, specifically. We are carrying cargo highly valuable to the Rebellion, and desperately wanted by the Empire.
Checking archive data on identified rebel droids. Quite a unique model. Out of date. I believe the C-1 astromech is the droid infiltrator Grand Admiral Thrawn referenced in his memo about the rebels of Phoenix Squadron.
I will alert the station at once.
No. We'll inform the ISB after I have what I need from that spy.
All craft, jump to hyperspace. Regroup at Rally Point Nova.
I still have people on the surface.
If we wait, they'll cut us to pieces, Commander.
Go. We will cover you.
Signal the other frigates to jump. Something's pulled them out of hyperspace. That should divide their forces and enable us all to escape.
I am inclined to agree. Although Lord Vader has dealt with the insurgency's Jedi leadership, these rebels have proven particularly stubborn. How do you intend to solve this problem? Well, Thrawn, what do you think of Governor Pryce's theory about the rebels in the Lothal sector?
I can't believe I'm the same model as that Imperial drone. The Empire never did take droids seriously. That alone explains all of Chopper's success. I, on the other hand, use my superior intellect to my advantage. Downloading clearance codes for Lothal. Download complete. I could have done this mission by myself.
One doesn't survive as long as I have by being foolish or unprepared. Maul is an old adversary, and a persistent one at that. Maul used your desire to do good to deceive you, and in doing so he has altered the course of many things. He knows your fears, your heart, and he manipulated the truth, which has led you here, where you should never have been. The truth is often what we make of it. You heard what you wanted to hear, believed what you wanted to believe.
Jedi Order at full, with the Dark Shadow. This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. This message is a warning from any surviving Jedi. A new hope will emerge. A new hope.
Your anger gives you strength, gives you focus. You can see things clearly your friends cannot. Now, What else do you desire?
Ah, you heard my call. Good. Your imbalance woke me from a deep slumber.
Imbalance?
Your presence is like a violent storm in this quiet world.
You're a Force wielder. But you're not a Jedi.
Wielder? Jedi and Sith wield the Ashlar and Bogan, the light and the dark. I'm the one in the middle, the Bendu. What do you call yourself?